Shri Rahul Gandhi ji is going to spearhead the Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra from the 14th of Jan 2024. In this connection, we have our national spokesperson with us and national media coordinator, Shri Mathew Antony.
Thank you.
He'll be briefing us and enlighten us about the Yatra in detail. And to supplement him, of course, we have our PCC President here, Supongmeren Jamir, and our AICC in charge, Shri Ranajit Mukherjee, and Mr. Se Sachu, former INC candidate from 11 Northern Angami to Assembly constituency. So without any further delay, I would like to hand over the mic to our national spokesperson, Shri Mathew Antony.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning to all of you. Thanks to the PCC President, Mr. Jamir. Thanks to AICC Secretary Ranajit for being here. And a very happy New Year to all of you here. So we are here to speak about the walk for justice. Our leader Rahul Gandhi, after having walked across the country from down Kanyakumari in the south up till the Kashmir, covering around 4,000 kilometers plus and 136 days, setting a record of meeting people, lakhs and lakhs of people in every state where he has walked. He is all set to start his journey for asking for justice for the people of India, starting from Manipur on the 14th of this month, covering Nagaland, Assam, Meghalaya and Arunachal Pradesh in the northeast, as well as another few more states, covering total of 15 states and 6,000 plus kilometers in that one. We all know why we are here talking about the reason for justice, because in the last 10 years' time, we have seen gross injustice being met out to the people of this country. Our institutions have been compromised. Our democracy have been compromised. A lot of things with respect to the people in terms of employment, equality in terms of social justice, equality in terms of priorities. The poor is becoming poorer, the rich is becoming rich. These are the things which we need to highlight to the people of this country. This is a walk for the people of this country. This is a people's movement. This is a people's walk, people's plead, prayer, and a kind of posturing of a fight for justice across the country. That is what our leader Rahul Gandhi is raising across. We have huge issues on employment. Unemployment is one of the highest in this country ever in its existence. And we don't have the government doing anything here to create more employment. Everybody knows how costly it is to live now. You ask around, a cost of a kilo of a fruit, a cost of a kilo of a vegetable is unbearable, and our salaries are not going up. So how do we live? Do we have anything to save? Do we have anything left to save? Because of this price rise and because of the other issues, look at the cost of hospitalization, the healthcare. Look at the cost of petrol for transportation. Look at the cost of people who are coming into Nagaland, who are working outside Nagaland, coming back to the state for festivals, for family get-togethers and joining. Look at the cost which they have to bear. Or look at the difficulties which they have to go through to come to your hometown from the place of your work. Agriculture and farmers. You all know about the farmers' strike which happened in Delhi, because there were 3 black laws which put the entire farmers into disadvantage. 750 farmers were killed, and the government didn't even have any kind of a sympathy towards them. They made a false promise to amend the laws. Till date, they have not amended the laws. Discrimination against weaker sections. the tribes, the tribals, the scheduled castes, the OBCs, there is severe discrimination. It's all for the upper classes. There is gross criminal activities against the women. Rape amounts in this country is going up. What is the government doing? What is the government doing to prevent this? What is the government doing to give protection to the women, safety to the women across the country? You all know about the public health and the COVID management. A lot of your brothers and sisters might have returned from a lot of states where they were working during the COVID time. Ask them about the difficulties they faced, and did the government assist? We are not making a false allegation. We are just saying that ask the people. Their testimonials are the biggest statement of how much difficulty they faced due to the mismanagement of the government during the COVID times. You know about the mismanagement at the border, or the failure of the government to manage our border with China. 2,000 square kilometers of our land has been compromised. 25 out of our 65 posts in Galan area has been compromised. 20 of our braveheart soldiers lost our life. Yet, we don't have a strong stand against China. We participated with the Chinese soldiers in Russia in a joint arm exercise. Don't we have a stand? Don't we have respect for our own people who laid their life to protect our country? You also know that the democracy is being butchered, where the governments are elected in Goa, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh. All these governments were pulled down by using illegal tactics, money power, muscle power, by putting CBI, Enforcement Directorate, and a lot of these people. So what are we walking for? Leader Rahul Gandhi is leading this walk across these states to keep the people aware about the injustice met to them. And what do we offer in return? We offer the people a country which is of hope, which is of positive emotions, which is of positivity, where there can be a lot of hope for the people with respect to, when there is peace and hope, the economy will improve, the employment sector will improve. We will put control for the price rise. We will have our control mechanisms for the fuel price administration. You all know that the Congress government, when we were ruling, the fuel prices went up, and the entire BJP made a lot of hue and cry in Delhi about it. And what is happening right now? We managed the country pretty well. We managed the country with a lot of balancing between the poor, the middle class and the rich. Now, 40% of the wealth of this country is with the top poor people, and 3% of the wealth is with the top rich people, and the 3% of the wealth is with the poor people. You look at the gap, and it is only widening. So what the Congress intends, and what the Yatra intends with the leadership of Leader Rahul Gandhi, is to provide that hope of justice to be met to all class of people, irrespective of the caste, creed and community. We all are equals. The justice for equality is what we are asking for. Justice for social equality is what we are asking for. Justice for equality in providing jobs. Justice for equality in healthcare. Justice for equality in our respect for our traditions, our ethnic culture and everything like that. The diversity should be respected. There should be justice for that diversity. You know how the BJP is polarizing and acting against the interest of the minority. We need justice for the minority. These are the causes under which we are walking. And this is the awareness which we are trying to create. And this is the hope which we are trying to build across the people of this country. Because when Congress has ruled this country, we have always made the best efforts to provide justice in all these areas. That's what we want to do. And that's what the message we want to convey. And before I conclude, and I request the PCC President to speak a few words about the Yatra for Justice, I would like to invite all the people from Nagaland and the entire media fraternity to join us with this Yatra. And you, the people of Nagaland and the people of media, can make use of a number which we are giving out here, where you can coordinate with this number by giving a missed call and participate in this Yatra. We are releasing this pamphlet today, which will give out the details of the Yatra. The number is 9891802024, and there is a website also, bharatjodonyayatra.com. You can get all the details of this one, and we sincerely request the people of Nagaland to participate in this People's Yatra for justice. This is a complete people's movement. Meet our leader Rahul Gandhi and participate and offer your support for meeting the justice, for the call of justice across this country, and that's what we are. So after the President and the AICC Secretary speaking a few words, we can take a few questions and we will release this pamphlet officially also. Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Antony. Mathew ji, the National Media Coordinator. In fact, he has explained everything to us. Only 2 points what I like to convey to the people of the state is, this Yatra has been brought off with a consensus views of the grassroots level peoples, those who are in a downtrodden situations, deprived of their rights of the social justice, economic and political justice. They have pulled it out, and Congress, as our leader Rahul ji, has decided to carry over this message to the country. And while doing that, he also aware that many of the people who are having that kind of depression, deprived of their rights, they are not getting the platforms. So Rahul wanted to give them the free platforms, irrespective of any party people. Now, and the NGOs and the church leaders, while he's coming here, this will be the best opportunity for those people who are having the depression or the deprived of their rights. They will get enough time to interact with the Rahul ji. And for that matter, the Nagaland Pradesh Congress Committee, we have a committee to make them convenient to meet our leaders. So we'd like to appeal the citizens of the state, all the party, whether is a national or the regional parties, the church leaders, the NGOs, the students, and especially the educated, the youth unemployed, the youngsters, and whatever the civil societies or the governments who are engaged for the Naga cause should come forward. And if they can share with our Rahul ji about all those problems, we have aspirations and hope that there will be ample chance to put it through and penetrate through the issues for the early fulfillment of what our people have been deprived of all those rights. With that, well, I reiterate that and appeal to all of you, since the best forward interactions will be mostly our media people. So, to supplement our national coordinator, we'd like to invite all of you in the Yatra. And this is the Yatra. This is in March, India, for unity and justice.
Yes.
We can say the March India for unity and justice. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Last year, when Bharat Jodo Yatra was, Rahulji was walking from Kanyakumari to Kashmir, It was election year for Nagaland. However, while I was here in Kohima and Dimapur, across civil society, not about the Congress party, there was massive, massive interest in the Bharat Jodo Yatra. Mr. Jamir, at that time Vice President, the Youth Congress President Lima and me went and walked with Rahulji, representing Nagaland, in Chittadurga district of Karnataka. The photograph of Mr. Supongmeren putting on a now jacket to or Mr. Rahul Gandhi went viral across Nagaland. That picture, I think, is pretty much in every WhatsApp group in Nagaland. Rahulji, our leader, walked from Kanyakumari to Kashmir with the message of love, with the message of bringing people together. He said that in the marketplace of hatred, let us open a shop of love. Essentially, the divisive politics of the BJP. If you will notice, the BJP in the northeast and the BJP in the mainland speak very different languages. And we would like to ask the politics of divisiveness to walk the talk, to not divide people on the basis of caste, creed, community, or religion. This yatra, as Mathew and Mr. Spokesperson has rightly pointed out, is about justice. And when I have traveled across Nagaland, there is no justice if the only job you can ever expect is a government job. There is no justice if there is no new industry that will come up. There is no justice if infrastructure is not developed, if your village roads are not built, if drinking water is not provided to your villages. There is no justice if Eastern Nagaland does not receive any budget for its infrastructure. These are the justices that Mr. Gandhi is coming here to walk in Nagaland. And I would like to repeat, that while the yatra is organized by the Congress party and it is led by our leader Rahul Gandhi, it is a people's yatra. It is a yatra in which everybody from civil society, we are in fact officially inviting as much of civil society and the church and other organizations that we can. It is a yatra where everybody from other political parties can also come, can also be on the route, can also interact as much as we can feasibly create with Mr. Gandhi, because I know very well that irrespective of what the results in the ballot box may be in the assembly elections, the sentiment of the people of Nagaland have always been with the Congress party, and it remains so. And this is the chance for people of Nagaland to interact with our leader Rahul Gandhi. Thank you.
Thank you. So, if at all there are questions, we can take the questions. Else, we will go into the release of the pamphlet. Yes.
Mathew, how significant is this yatra going to be particularly for the state of Nagaland, and what kind of impact are you expecting from this movement, from this yatra, particularly for Nagaland?
As Ranajit rightly pointed out, it is a great injustice to the state of Nagaland if there are no money provided for the infrastructure, if there are no money provided, or if there are no facilities provided for creating new jobs, if there are no support provided, or there are no vision for providing affordable health care, affordable or encouraging agricultural economy, where you produce goods and it can be sold and they can be assured of a good price, water availability, electricity availability. These are basic things which is required in this new age. And if this is not there, then aren't the people being met with great injustice? So this is exactly what the awareness building is like. Along with the fight for justice to protect our constitution, which is being highly compromised, along with the fight to provide justice for the democracy, to provide justice for the institutions which we have. This is what Nagaland can expect from it, because the people of Nagaland, once they are aware of it, they will raise their voice. Rahul Gandhi alone raising his voice will not work. We raise this awareness of what injustice they are met with, and then the people of Nagaland will raise their voice for justice. That's what we expect here to happen.
The Manipur government has also declined the venue for the flag off program of the Yatra in Nepal. So, what's your take on that? How are the arrangements being made now?
There are some permissions which has been awarded yesterday in our meeting, in our leaders' meeting with the Chief Minister. We don't have much of a details with that one. However, it is very clear that we will start the Yatra from Manipur, and there is no change to that. Any other questions?
One more.
Yeah.
One more. Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yes, please.
Yeah, so that the Yatra is now coinciding with parliamentary election year.
Yes.
And then I know that the Congress has always claimed that it has nothing to do with politics, right? But do you think that there is a perception among the people that there could be some political motivation behind it? And how is the party going to address that? The generation?
Can I just add to that?
Yes, please.
In this, you can see that it's stated as political justice. So the word political is here. I just want an explanation to this.
So when we say it is a people's yatra, and what is justice? Who will bring you justice? Justice is, the call for justice is because, there is a lot of injustice happening here. And the politics is that, no, we are raising the political question of giving justice to the people. A lot of people may be unaware of the fact that they are being met out with injustice, because they feel, that it is a way of life, it is what it is like. So creating awareness is the political part of it. Yes, it is coinciding with the parliament elections, and it's been 10 years that this country has been going through a lot of injustice. We walked the first yatra with 4,000 kilometers a few months back, almost a year back. Now it is time, because the amount of injustice being met for the people of this country is beyond any limits which we can imagine. There are people who are living in closets because of fear, because of a lot of injustice met to them. So unless and until something at some point of time, if we don't realize that, and if we don't take a leadership to raise that voice for somebody, which infuses confidence in them to raise their own voices, how will the call for justice comes to them? How will they have the courage to stand up and talk for them? So this walk is a people's movement, because it is to encourage, and it is to give them the courage to stand up and talk and raise their voices for asking justice for them. That is the whole yatra about. Thank you.
Can I supplement
Yes.
one word on that? As you have rightly pointed out, there is apprehensions, because now we have a oppositionless government. All 60 lawmakers are sitting in one house under one umbrella. Now everything is confused. For what purpose they have become an oppositionless government? Under what target, under what banner, for what purpose? They maybe say that it is mainly for the development and then for the solutions. But where is the solution? When are they going to deliver us the solutions? Where are the developments in our states? So what is the strategic point of having this oppositionless government in our state? That even among the lawmakers, they are in a confusion. At the same time, the grassroots level up to all the voters, they are also having the same feeling that this yatra maybe, if they joins in this yatra, the oppositionless government will harm them. That definitely that problems may create. But to avoid and to voice out all those doubtfulness, it is not for the advantage of any party, either for the regional parties or for the national parties. But this yatra is mainly for the advantages of the common people. So I think that way, if the common people can join together, that will be fine.
I will add one more point to that question. Why this is, the word political part is there along with this call for justice. In the last parliament, we all witnessed an unprecedented move of suspending 142 lawmakers. Who are these lawmakers? They are people's representative. Isn't that a gross injustice? That is the political voice which we are raising. And they passed a lot of laws. The Criminal Procedure Law, the IPC, the Evidence Act. Everything was replaced without a debate. Without a debate, isn't that a great injustice to the people? Because 142 people's representatives were not part of that lawmaking. Now, look at the lies which they are doing. I'll tell you one small example. Today morning I was reading the newspaper and this Dimapur railway station. They promised long back. And now the elections are coming. Now they're saying that they will do it by April 30th. Isn't that a blatant lie? They say about developments. We challenge the government that no, we are ready to walk with them through the northeastern states to help us see what these developments they are speaking about. Where are these roads? We have not seen these roads. Where are these power projects? We have not seen these power projects. Where are all these developments? So these are blatant lies made to the people. This is the injustice which we are talking about. And we want justice to the people. Isn't that a fair thing, for us to raise the voice for the suffering people who have been betrayed by lies after lies and with false promises? That is the whole walk of Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra. Okay? And if there are no other questions, we will go into the release. Yes, please.
Yeah.
I want to know whether the Nagaland government has given clearance for this.
In fact, unlike Manipur, this yatra is just, they have to cross our state, inviting the people to present and interact any grievances, and they also wanted to know. Especially like Bulbari, yes, since Rahulji is going to stop for some time, and it may disturb the traffic, we are on the process of taking the permissions. And hopefully, the Nagaland government is not adverse enough to stop this kind of a social justice movement. So I think the government will definitely come forward and permit us to go freely for this yatra.
So that means that they have not given the clearance yet.
If I can add to that, it is EICC, it is the All India Congress Committee that is interacting directly with the Ministry of Home Affairs, and via that with all the state governments. As you know, there are 15 state governments that the Congress party will have to interact with regards to the yatra. In Nagaland, as far as Nagaland Congress is concerned, the local permissions, obviously there are ground permissions, local permissions, which we are interacting with local authorities, DC, SP, etc., in order to get those done. However, the party is interacting simultaneously with all 15 state governments as the yatra rolls along, informing the state governments of the route, and then it will percolate down from the state government to local administrations to interact with us to have a successful yatra.
Do you intend to protest if permissions are not done?
Do you intend to have a yatra?
Locally all permitted, they all had agreed.
Yeah.
So now on the part of the government, yes,
We
administration is...
We intend to find solutions, not to fight.
So once again, on behalf of all of us, we conclude this press conference by extending our invitation to the entire people of Nagaland, comprising of the civil society, the church, all other different sections of the society, the tribes, and everybody to participate in this people's walk for justice. The media, we will have supporting system for the media team to travel along with us. We need the media. You can criticize us, you can ask questions, but we need the support of media to carry our message. Yeah. Because you are the biggest messenger for us to carry the message of justice to the people, to keep the people aware of it. We can agree and disagree, but we love the media. We need your support. We need the participation. You can ask us tough questions. We will give you answers. Sometimes we don't have answers, but we need your support. We need you to travel along with us, participate in the yatra, and be a part of it. So with that, we are going ahead with the release of the Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra pamphlet. We all will stand with this, pamphlet in the hand, and you can take a picture with that one.
Nagaland TV, Sop Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on Geo TV and on your television sets as well. For Dimapur viewers, we are on channel number 994 in Global Chapter, and Kohima and Mokokchung viewers, switch to channel number 138 on Hornbill Digital. For all news and updates, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter.